Yes, respected friends, welcome, salutations, gratitudes, more than all, the congratulations that taken up the endeavor of studying the Shastras, the two Upanishads, with the Bhashya. After this, understanding this, doing the Bahiranga and Antaranga sadhana, avoiding in it are the only three more steps for the moksha. How many lives of evolution that we have come in this life at the feet of the Guru and studying the Shastras. It's a great, very covetable, very few jivas get this chance. So we got it. Now the suggestions, submissions, prayers are both same that these opportunities are fully utilized and cashed by us. Friends, remember the 13 Vyaktitvas to be strengthened in us. The Loka Sevaka, the Dharma Sthapaka, the Viragi, the Bhakta, the Shishya, the Mumukshu, the Jignasu, the Parishrami, the Prerita, the Prashanta Gambhira, and then the Sanskrita Bhasha Jnata Vyakarana Sahita. Good, remember all the six sources that are ready to bless us. The Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa, the Guru Tattva, the Guru Parampara, the Swaguru, the Acharyas, the Rishi Muni Gana, Sakala Bhakya Abhyantara Devata Gana, and the Jagannatha, and then the Ishvara, last but not the least, the Parabrahma Tattva himself. Friends, great is this text, Shri Krishna Yajurvediya, Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Bhashya was so exhaustive, we saw it. In the first chapter study, we are here. Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankarji is trying to drill into our heart what is said by the Shruti Mata regarding the Tattva Jnana and Moksha Sadhana. Friends, we are seeing from last couple of days the 11th mantra with Bhashya. This 11th mantra telling us about the two ways for the moksha. One is the Sadyo moksha, another is Krama moksha. Remember, Sadyo moksha means instantaneous here and now in this very life, the moksha. Krama means step by step we go to different higher and higher lokas, and from any of the loka in between one can get moksha. And in the prapti of the lokas are the higher stages. The highest is becoming one with the Ishvara himself. Aishwarya is said here. Remember, even got the Aishwarya sama with Ishvara. Still, it is not the ultimate stage. Okay, second, from there to one can get moksha. But the third most important thing is whether it is now here in this human life or going to the higher and higher or even gone up to the Virat Sthiti or the Hiranyagarbha Sthiti or Ishvara Sthiti, wherever we are. The moksha is only in recognizing, realizing, and abiding in the absolute self itself. First, that point has to be very clearly understood, digested, accepted that only in the Brahmatmaikya Bodha, only in the Tattvanubhuti, only in the Atmanubhuti that there is moksha. First, this point has to be thoroughly understood. Now, you think for yourself that in this very life, exclusively you want to pursue it and get this Sadyo Mukti, or you want to go to different higher worlds by doing various dhyana or upasanas respective, and go there and then go there and go there. That way you want to, in a krama rupena, you want to get mukti. Both are available. That's what are said in all Purana Itihasa, and before that the Veda Vedanta itself. That is why both possibilities are kept in front of us by the great Shruti Mata as well as the Bhagwan Adi Shankara. So such things, when we keep on reading, studying, only then our intellect's understanding is lifted to the higher level of higher spirituality. Only in that case that from the lower spiritualities as well as the lowest worldliness, our attention is brought away. And mind you, in any of the field, when we spend sufficient time, the experience, the knowledge of that field comes to us. Any outer worldly fields of mathematics or any physical sciences, chemical sciences, anything, the computational things, जहाँ भी आप sufficient time दो, उस विद्या का हमें प्राप्ति होता है. Same way, sufficient time when we spend for the Shastra Shravana, Dhyana, Manana Chintana, then we will have all clarities of this world of spirituality also. We have to try for it. We should have that inclination, willingness, readiness for doing so, and really we have to work hard. So then, a beautiful Upanishad, a beautiful mantras, a crystal clear picture, an excellent guidance and information and inspiration we are being given in every of the Upanishads with more and more details in this particular Upanishad. Let us see the Bhashyam of the 11th mantra from where we stopped yesterday. And before that, our Prarthana and Sankalpa, and before that, our common sense thought, like every day. In common sense thought, today, what we see every day, that alone, little bit more clearly, let us think about how much we are attending to all these four determines our evolution. Evolution is understanding, evolution is in abundance. How much we are involving in all these four. They are sequential also, or they can be interchanged depending upon the requirement. The four things are first, again, how much we are involved in the Shastra Shravana, Shastra Adhyayana. It is an important thing, very important thing, can never be neglected, and whatever the mind intellect set is there with us right now. In whatever the situation it is there, it has to be trained, molded, made conducive for this most important aspect of Shastra, the required bhakti, the required nirantarata, required that pondering over the words or sentences of knowledge given by the gurus through that Shastra. That type of endeavor is essential for us. Shastras are the permanent treasure of indicating to us What could be the highest achievement? What could be the means for it? More so, how to come out of the present all sorts of limitations. So many of limitations, anxieties, fears, we have all of them are out of delusion. All delusions are out of avidya or ajnana. Shastra has got the treasure of the wisdom. When gained, these ignorances, delusions, consequent, all limitational feelings, fears, miseries, they all go away. In some Shastra, directly the truth is spoken. In other Shastra, logic is given. In many Shastras of little lesser value called as Purana Itihasa, the stories are given to us to inspire us. This you know, this you do. This is how you come out of all finitudes and limitations, and this is how you reach to the that limitless, infinite state of being. Having reached where all your efforts conclude, all your pursuits conclude, all your limitations conclude. As we were seeing yesterday, that's Skanda Puranam, how this Indradumna and all of them going to that Utkala Desha, that Purushottama Kshetra, and meeting the Raja there, and he is welcomed there. So, through all that, what is shown is the ultimate goal is in the Prapti of Paramatma only. Before that, through the Bhakti sadhana, how through Bhagavad Krupa moksha can be gained, how elaborately Sri Naradji himself gave to Raja Pradyumnaji, saying that you are in the Brahmadeva Vamsha, we are into that, you are into that fifth generation. So you will naturally be inclined toward the divine and all, etc. So, first thing we talk about how much we are involved in the authority of the knowledge called as Shastras. रखना पॉइंट मन में strongly रखना है. Second one again is how much we are in the upasana of the Ishvara, which can never be neglected. It's a very subtle, sublime art of invoking the total power. So Ishvara upasana becomes a necessary jivana vidhana for keeping on empowering ourselves in all the required things, required abilities, facilities, conveniences, etc. That thing is there, we must know. That faith we have to develop and ourselves involving in those upasanas, of course, for the Adhyatmika Pragati only, not for any other causes or requirements or possibilities, even though it is possible. How much we are into that Ishvara Upasanadi is an important thing. Then comes the third one of the Guru, more particularly the Guru. In which text yesterday we saw in our Tattva Upadesha also, without the Shri Guru Upadesha, the Tattvamasi Maha Vakya can never be understood. It will not reveal its meaning. How clearly it was said. Sri Guruvina, it cannot happen. Acharyavan, Purusho, Veda, all of that was quoted so wonderfully by Sri Adi Shankaraji. Even though we are the Brahman, even though the Brahman is realized through Tattvamasi Mahavakya Anusandhana or Shodhana, even though Tattvamasi is already given in the Shastras, even though we are intellectual, we are capable, yet not allowed. You have to have the Guru and Guru Padesha. That way only is Mukti Upaya that is said yesterday. Therefore, how much we are regularly tuned to the Guru Parambara, to the Guru Tattva, to our own direct living Guru guiding us. Himself is in that state. Okay? Apart from these three, the fourth one is how much we ourselves are inclined into in this path. And have we thought over what are the obstructing mentalities, intellectual convictions which are obstructing this? Then have we thought over how to replace them and also how to make ourselves available, convenient for this? Apne aap. How much of it we are focusing on ourselves? In the sense, in using all the above three and making our own path towards our own redemption. मैं खुद. एक तो we have to depend on the Shastra, Guru and Ishvara. It is inevitable. It is essential. There is no second opinion about it. But then, in using all the three of them, in making the path for ourselves, or in making ourselves walk in the path already laid down, how much we are involved by ourselves. है ना? सरेंडर का अपना काम है ही. But then we have to do our role, our part of also in all these three. शास्त्र अध्ययन, उपासना, गुरु सेवा में, और स्वयं का भी मनन चिंतन आदि में, स्वयं का योग कर्म योग आदि साधना में, स्वयं का अंतःकरण शुद्धि, अंतःकरण एकाग्रता प्राप्ति. In achieving these, we have to be on ourselves also. We have to do the sadhana from our side. In all these four only, gradually our growth happens. And it is, the path is simple, path is direct. The problem is our vehicles of the upadhis, and beyond that, our the things to be cleared, brought from many lives, called as the prarabdhadi, called as the habits adi, they are always there. In fact, these are the ones which are pulling us down. Having the picture very clear, at least for the future, if the new nonsense we are not creating, then in the future at least we'll definitely have our sadhanas done more easily, more comfortably, with less and less worries, problems as we have now. So in this way, these 4 or 5 things are very essential for us to keep in mind. Yes, friends, now let us come to the study of our Upanishad. Beautiful. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Om Sarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Guruvi Purvam Vadavakya Pramanatah Vyakyatah Sarva Vedantaha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Karuna Varunalaya Palaya Mam Bhavasagara Dukkha Viduna Hrudam Rajaya Khila Darshana Tattvavidam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvatītam Gagana Sadushan Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Triguna Sadgurum Tam Namami. Namaha Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Kripanugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikyam Bodhena Asmin Kshane Eva Moksha Kaivalya Praptyartham सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सा सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम राम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्ण मंदिराणां पुण्य दिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागानां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुनिर्मूलन बाह्याभ्यन्तरे भारतवर्षे सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वे अपि सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं च विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं च अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु निरन्तरदिग्विजय तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्सङ्गसाधना सेवादीनां भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधना प्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. अथ पारायणं. Friends, let us chant the 16 to 18, only 3 mantras of this fourth chapter as a part of Parayanam. Om अथ पारायणं चतुर्थोऽध्यायः षोडशो मन्त्रः. ॐ घृतात् परं मण्डमिवातिसूक्ष्मं ज्ञात्वा शिवं सर्वभूतेषु गूढं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः. एष देवो विश्वकर्मा महात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदा मनीषा मनसा विक्षुब्धः य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ते यदा तमस्तन्न दिवानरात्रिः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत् सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी. Friends, this most beautiful spiritual state of being, though in the beginning appears to be ambiguous, doubtful. Lekin when we consistently do and cross the in between stations or positions or the layers, and as we see in many of the Puranic stories, that some of the bhaktas or yogis have gone beyond the earth, pierced through various layers of the lokas, and they found the loka of the light, full of light of the Lord. They have Bhagwan's darshana. जैसा हम बार बार पढ़ते हैं ना, same way the Vedantic subtleties, when we get that crystal clear picture, unambiguous, full of light of wisdom, will be experienced by us without any doubts. That's why Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha. All Samshaya, Sankocha, Sandeha, Chedana will happen. These doubts, these confusions, these half understandings, these ambiguities are only at this level of our mind and intellect's immaturity. But through the study of Shastra Adhyana for a long time, of course, when we grow, all these confusions, doubts go away. Otherwise, you see the Mahatmas, how clear they are in their expression, in their fulfillment, in their joy, in their confident answering to the doubts and questions of millions. कहाँ से आया सारा? इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? In that spiritual emancipation, in root itself, so much of the spashtata, clarity will come. As now for us, because of our few years of trying to understand, some clarity has come. At least what is bondage, what is the cause of dukkha, what are upadhis, what are their limitations. Some things are understood. Further continue, more and more deeper. और वाकई रियली द साधना also हम करते हैं ना, उपाधि तादाद में छोड़ने वाला या उपाधियों को शुद्ध करने वाला, उपाधियों को दिव्य बनाने वाला, वाकई will have really more and more experience one side, therefore clarity, removing all doubts. Maybe that way scale heights. ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अव्ययम निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठन्नमाम्यहम्। ॐ अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अथ एकादशो मन्त्रः। Friends, let us chant the 11th mantra 2 times. Om Jnatva Devam Sarvapashapahanihi Kshinaihi Kleshaihi Janma Mrityu Prahanihi Tasya Vidhyanat Trutiyam Deha Bhede Vishvaishwaryam Kevala Aptakamaha. Again, Jnatva Devam Sarvapashapahanihi क्षीणैः क्लेशैः जन्ममृत्युप्रहाणिः तस्या विद्यानात् तृतीयं देहभेदे विश्वैश्वर्यं केवल आप्तकामः. Friends, from the literal understanding of this shloka, also lot of clarities are there. We'll see. We are seeing same thing every day. Once again, we'll just refresh. First is we are bound. And what is the bondage? The Janma Mrityu Prahani. Okay? The Janma Mrityu is the bondage. Within that Janma Mrityu, the bondage is because of lot of pasha, the Sukshma Antaranga pasha of Raga Dvesha Kama Krodhati. So let us put it this way: Dukkha is the bandhana. Dukkha is there because of Janma Mrityu. Janma Mrityu is there because of variety of pashas of manasika, mental insufficiencies. All of them are caused by the kleshas, the pancha klesha. Avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha are the kleshas leading to the pashas, leading to the janma mrityu, giving us the dukkha of the bandhana. First, let us be very clear about it. But this need not be the lot. One can transcend all of that. How, sir? Jnatva devam. Therefore, there is the deva, the reality, the truth. One can know it. One can know it as one's own self. By that, all this Janma Mrityu caused by the Pasha, caused by the Klesha, one can transcend. This thought should enter into us and it should inspire us. This is how the Mahatmas realized. That's what has come to us through the Shastra. Therefore, through the authority of the Shastras, through the example of the great realized Mahatmas, we have to believe in this possibility that we can realize the self, the Atman, the Brahman. Then all the limitations are transcended, all bandhanas are transcended. It is possible. In fact, it is to be made possible. In fact, it is to be taken as the duty, the kartavya. In fact, that alone should be the kartavya. In that way, we have to mold ourselves. That happens through Nirantara Shastra Shravan. छोड़ना नहीं उसको. And Gurudeva Upasana also, they give some special, inexplicable blessings, power, by which it clicks inside us. That intuition happens. That the knowing the Brahman or the Atman is the Mukti Hetu, these clarities come. So, see it simply, Devam Jnatva, Klesha, Kshena Klesha, then Pasha Pahani, Janma Mrityu Prahani. Devam Jnatva. So when you know the self, all problems go away. Put it in brackets, then the self is not known. In the ignorance of self, all the problems will continue. This is one very clearly said. Now, second is what? Having faith in that Devata, you can do various worships, maintaining that Dvandva. That's all called as, that is called as tasya avidhyana. You know? Then, as we are now living as human, lower also lives are there. Higher and higher and higher and higher and higher lives also are there. That we have to believe as with the authority of the Shastra. And in that highest is the Ishvara himself. Vishwa Ishwaryam Kana. So you and I, the individuality in us, through this dhyana or upasana in bracket, can evolve into those higher and higher beings up to the highest Ishvara also we can reach. So these possibilities are there, and many jivas while doing this upasana named dhyanas or dhyana named various upasanas are reaching. Like in an office, from the clerk to the head of department. In a political scene, from the ordinary karyakarta up to Mukhyamantri, Pradhana Mantri. Individuality only, but scaling the heights. That particular fields, upasana they are doing. The official person, the official work, perfection, upasana is doing. So he is getting promoted from the LDC to UDC, etc. The politician is doing the political upasana, therefore he is growing in that. We do the upasana of the Ishvara and we grow as an individual from the Manushya to the Yaksha, Kinnara, Gandharvadi, Devaloka. Even we can become the citizens of Mahar Jano Tapoloka. Especially the Jano, Tapo and Satya. They are of now minimized, zerofied problems of coming and going. Only up to the Swarga Loka, Swarga, Antariksha Lokas, Bhumi, and the dungeon lower lokas. In that only karma phala, these are bound, these bondages are there. But once through sadhana we eject out and go into, है ना, जनो तपो एंड सत्य, ये बहुत कम हो जाते हैं. Fallings, failures are very less. So those worlds are there. We can go into them. This Shastra gives the authority, intellectual. Puranas, Itihasas give us authority through the examples. Yesterday was surprising. How come? To Raja Indradyumna, Naraji came. Celestial being Naraji. Aage. So it is possible for Naraji to be invoked and one can interact. And I was surprised when इंद्रद्युम्न जी ने नारद जी को अपने रथ में बिठाकर उत्कल देश जा रहे. मैं सोचा कि नारद जी तो सर्वांतर्यामी सर्व एनीवेयर ही कैन ट्रैवल, हवा में चल सकते हैं, सिद्ध पुरुष है. But I understood en route he was asking Narad ji all the Bhakti Mahima and Purushattam Kshetra Mahima. Narad ji was explaining it. For the giving of that satsanga, he was traveling with the Raja Indradyumna. No, these are all not mere stories. They are all real things. The Urdhva Lokas are there, and we go to those Urdhva Lokas as individuals, like the Adho also. So from these last two lines, Tasya Vidhyanad Deha Vede, to various worlds depending on your upasana, finally up to Vishwa Ishwarya. One with that Ishvara and doing the Ishana of the whole world along with him. But yet it is not moksha. There also, to that Ishwaratva also, we have to have the Apta Kamana, means fulfillment. Itna kafi hai karke. Then we have to become the Atma Kami there. Then pursue the Atman, the reality, which is beyond any Dvaita Dvandva, beyond any Yashti Samashti, beyond any Sthula Sukshma Karana, beyond any Karana Karya, beyond any Tripiti of Jnata Jnanam Gniyam. देखो, all what we listed out now, they are all the avidya janita where we are now. In the Vidya of the Brahman, it is one homogeneous Sadghana, that alone is Chidghana, that alone is Ananda Ghana. We may be far away from it in our sadhana, yet knowing it is always correct, always important. Then that's my destination. Pilgrimage में, that place where we have to maybe very far away. But we must know that, yeah, that's the beautiful temple to be visited. वो ज्ञान जब है, पर धीरे धीरे कदम बढ़ाओ आगे, पहुंच जाना एक दिन, है ना. रिमेंबर, this jiva bhava with upadhi tadatma as a samsara in the world is not my goal. This thought itself eliminates half of this samsara. Then what's your goal? See, this Brahman, the Atma. In the pursuit of that, see, from our practice, from our antakarana, from our vasanamaya kosha, all the aspects of binding samsara, they go away. So beautiful it is. I am pursuing that. It's becoming clearer to me day by day because I am listening to Shastra, studying Shastra, contemplating all that. मजा है कि नहीं? And in and through, please let's remember one thing. Let's not involve in any of the endeavors or initiatives which neutralize or weaken this knowledge, this pursuit. ये थोड़ा ध्यान देना, नहीं तो जितना ऊपर चढ़े उतना नीचे खिसक जाते, फिसल जाते. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. That's why Bhagavan said in Gita, Uddhared Atmanatmanam. That's great. But more important is, Na Atmanam Avasadayet. Don't allow yourself to slip back by giving chance. That dignity, that maturity, that conviction, that willpower, बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. Done? Very good. Now, of this mantra, we are seeing the meaning. Yesterday, we have done up to Krishna Vasudeva. We have done the Prashna Upanishad quotation. Okay, वहां से हम शुरू करते हैं. In Prashna Upanishad, what is said? Om is the alambana for upasana. Shishya himself asked that question. Shaibhyasya satyakama. So then one means by using the Omkara for upasana, how one can evolve, that was question. So ekamatra Omkara upasana, dvimatra, trimatra. At the time of telling the trimatra upasana, it was said that he can go to Sayetasmat Jivaganat Parat Param Purishayam Purusham Ikshate. With this, he will see that Purusha. Iti Brahmalokam Gatasya. He will reach to Brahmaloka. Brahmadeva is there in front to welcome, to give all Brahmaloka facilities and all freedoms, joys. But that also still in duality. Therefore, that also is not final moksha. Therefore, for the final moksha there, directly from Brahmadeva, the Brahma Jnana is received. That's why he said, Tatra eva samyak darshana labham darshayitva. In that Upanishad, there the samyak darshana is taught by Brahmadeva to him, that is being said. Having said so, this is how the moksha is obtained in Krama Mukti Paddhati. प्रश्नोपनिषद में गुरु महाराज कह रहे हैं पिपलादर्श. Same Pippaladarshi says, no, instead of that way, doing that type of upasana to go to Brahmaloka and then get there, the Brahma Upadesha from Brahmadeva himself. Instead of all that, here itself, you can do the Omkara upasana to realize Brahman and get moksha, which is obviously more and more clearly guided in the Mandukya Upanishad. See the clarity of Mandukya Upanishad? It has told us only three things. Step one, the Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti avasthas merge in Akara, Ukara, Makara. Step two, merge Akara in the Ukara in the Makara in the Amatra. Step three, that Amatra itself is the Turiya Atma, the Brahman, the realization. यही कर सकते हैं. बाकी सब छोड़कर गुरु के साथ आश्रम में रहते हुए 4-5 साल में ऑल उपाधियों को सेट करके, है ना, बोथ उपाधि सेटिंग, बिकमिंग थरो इन द सिद्धांत ज्ञान रिगार्डिंग गोल एंड मीन्स, ऐसा करके ना one can pursue here only. So that's what the Prashna Upanishad was saying, कि tam in that Brahman Omkarena eva ayatanena anveti. With that Omkara used in this way, one can reach to that tam tadvastu Paramatma. What is that? Vidwan. Vidwan means the knower of that self in this way. Tad yat tat shantam ajaram amrutam abhayam param. 5 words. Shantam, Ajaram, Amaram, hmm? Ajaram, Shantam, Ajaram, Amrutam, Abhayam, Param. Shantam. All efforts have ceased. Ajaram, never becoming old. Amrutam, immortal. Abhayam, no sense of duality, so no fear at all. Param, ultimate. Beyond that, there is nothing. With the help of Omkara, having known that self, this experience is gained. In this way, the Prashna Upanishad guided. So, Shankara Bhagavan is quoting that to tell us that Brahma Vidwan, knower of the Brahman, here and now gets the Sadyo Mukti. ब्रह्मवेत्ता यही ब्रह्म प्राप्ति से सद्यो मुक्ति को पाएगा. ब्रह्म उपासक, ब्रह्म ध्याता, in different forms of Rama or Krishna or anything, he will go to that Ishwariya sthiti, and there also again he will have to have the Brahma Jnana only for moksha. Then it is said, iti samyak darshanena moksha upadishtaha. In that Prashna Upanishad, as an answer by that fifth disciple, samyak darshanena moksha upadishtaha. By the darshana of the samyak vastu, or by the samyak darshana of the vastu. Upadesha Jnana. Darshana means their jnana. One-to-one anubhuti. In this way, moksha is taught there. Okay. Then some more quotes are given. 1. Tamevam vidvan amrutah yabhavati. It is there in Purusha Suktam also, in Nrusimha Purva Tapaniya Upanishad. Okay. What is said here? Tam evam vidvan. In this way, the one who realizes that Brahmana Amrutaha iha bhavati, iha jivaneva. In this very life, he will become immortal here and now. So, therefore, focus on knowing the truth or the self. Mhm. Right? Next one is what? Iti vidushaha. The answer is iti vidushaha means for the one who is pursuing the knowing of the Brahman. Vidusha means vidwan. Vidwan मतलब जो उपासना नहीं जानना चाहते हैं अपने आत्मा के रूप में. इति विदुषः, listen carefully, next sentence very important. Archiradi gamanam vina, without going in that the archimarga, the path of the fire to the higher worlds, vina archiradi gamanam iha eva. Here only, by being in the human life, in the human sharira, staying there only, iha eva amrutatva praptim darshayati. Very clearly, the obtainment of the amrutatva is being indicated in our shastras. And they won't speak lies. They speak truth, and which is their experience also. Okay, this is what is Nrusimha Puratapani. What about the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad? बृहदारण्यक में भी कहते हैं अथ अकामयमानः इति आरभ्य, starting from this mantra, he the one this way who transcended all the kamanas for this world or the other world, then he does the sadhana of contemplation on the self and realizes the self. When he realizes na tasya prana utkramanti, his pranas will not go, prana means the jiva bhava, to the higher and higher worlds. No need. न तस्य प्राणा उत्क्रामंत. फिर क्या होता है? ब्रह्म एव सन. He having the knowledge of the Brahman, Brahma apyeti, he will realize and be one with the Brahman only. Ityadina, by these type of mantras and guidances, vina eva utkrantim, without going to the other worlds. उत्क्रांति मतलब ये छोड़कर और एक मकान में जाना. विना एव उत्क्रांतिम ब्रह्म एव संसारी विना एव उत्क्रांतिम विदुषा मोक्ष उपदिष्टः. For a विद्वान, the direct moksha here and now is taught. And in the Bhradanyaka Upanishad, Prashnottari. What is that? Ut asmat pranaha kramanti ahoneti. Kya for that person? These pranas leave this body and go to the other or not? Question. Answer is na itiha uvacha yagnavalkya. The Yagnavalkya says, no, no, no. Not required. Here only he'll just dissolve his individuality in the experience of the Brahman. Iti prashna purvakam utkrantim Ukranti abhavaha darshitaha. There's no need of going to the again other upadhis, other limitations. Here only can become one with the Brahman. This is how the Brihadaranyaka, the Nrsimha Puratapani, and the Prashna Upanishad quotes Visa. Same way now, Brahma Purana, Linga Purana, Shivadharmottar Purana, quotations of two shlokas are there. We'll study them tomorrow. Through that, more conviction try to get about both possibilities of Utkramana Marga of Krama Mukti, here and now, experiencing it, the Sadyo Mukti. Right? We'll stop it here. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you. Join in 2 minutes.